Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Grant with it. And there's the drive. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Three-pointer. And he buries his first look.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
On offense, here is Athens. It's a three-point game. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now here's Jones, and so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. And so it's Athens with it. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Grant attacks, and the layup falls. Grant's got 7.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Grant. He has 7. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
And down it goes. 2 points. Bonga has gotten his second bucket of the game.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The drive by Grant. Five to shoot on the wing. Grant puts it up from 17. That one no good. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Bonga. The offensive rebound. He's covered by your 7. Tries again. Pass to Brown. Right wing. Here's Bonga. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
He's got 7.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Grant from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
He's covered by Grant. Pass to Bonga. The 3. It's rebounded by your 7.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:44 left to play in the first. To the inside. The layup off target.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Kick out to Brown. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Athens.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Brown. No points yet. Bonga. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Osman on the wing. Pass to your 7. Grant, right side. Clock at 6. The 3 ball. Hauled in by Brown. Outside Jones. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. For three. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Grant outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Leading by 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Athens shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Now Washington. Pass to Pokashevsky. High quality look as he sinks it.
That's how you want every possession to end, with a high probability of success.
And for Athens. Stripped it away. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Sunday, and then on Thursday. Athens trails by 5. Outside, Brown. Now here's Hernan Gomez. He's closely guarded. Pass to Nunn. Fires for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Brown. Outside Nunn. The rebound by Lundberg. In transition, here they come. For 3. The shot off that time. To the middle. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Doubled by Nunn. To the wing, right side. Washington outside. Shot clock at 5. Driving to the basket. Banked it in off the glass.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And he comes up with a bucket. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the night. Pass to Lundberg. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. Hits the three-pointer.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Outside Nunn. Driving in. Kick out to Brown. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 3. There's the triple. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Pass to Pokashevsky. Washington outside. From outside the arc. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Now here's Brown. The 3. No good on the shot. In transition, here they come. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Athens trails by 10. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
He was all alone on that one. Nunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Lundberg. Nunn defends. Pass to Washington. A deep 3. Lundberg's shot is off. Here's Nunn. Inside. Picked it out of midair. Here's the break. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen.
Away team foul. Number 5. First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
23 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Brown for 3. He drops it from range. Brown's got 6. Brown's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Pokashevsky with it to the paint. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Brown. Hits the target from 18 feet. Give him 8 points now. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the visiting team.
I like that 5.
Appreciate you joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Athens trails by 6. Defended by Jones. That shot is off.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Bunga. They get the rebound.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And here's Grant from the arc. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Brown inside, working on Grant. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
On offense, here is Athens. They trail by 11. Defended by Jones. Jones grabs the board.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Athens with it. Here's Grant. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
And it's Bunga missing. On offense, here is Athens. Launches a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Here's the pick. Jones, the pass to Brown. Here's Bunga. 9 points in the game. From the arc. That one's off. He's 4 for 9.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 5.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Jones, the pass to Bunga. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Jones. Pass to Bunga. Second chance shot on the wing, Jones. Here's Bunga. He's got 11, just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Bunga's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Back to Brown. From deep. It's hauled in by Athens. Defended by Jones.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
It's stolen. And they're on the run. Bunga gets the bucket. Bunga's got 16 points.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Outside, Brown. Gets some space and parries the jumper. He's got 5.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Grant outside. Osman on the wing. They need this. They grab their own miss. Fires the 3. And another miss by Athens.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Bunga knocks down the long J. Bunga's got 19 points.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
That shot off the mark. Down low. Here's Yurt-Seven. Finished off the break. Yurt-Seven's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And time. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Dwayne Washington.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Outside none. Misses in close.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And for Athens, the 3 from Washington. The shot that time not on target.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Brown gets the bucket. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Inside. Pass to Lundberg. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. Athens trails by 14. Hey, here's none for three. Can't get it to drop.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And Lundberg gets it to go.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And another miss by Athens. It's a one-on-one situation. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Athens.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Back to Pokashevsky. And the three-pointer goes.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the lob. Cuts off the pass. And they're pushing it up. Hey, here's none for three. And he can't get that one.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Pokashevsky the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the middle. Dives for it. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. What do you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There are some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. The three is up. And another miss by Athens. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Nunn defends. Pulls up. Blocked! Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Washington against Brown. Pass to Pokashevsky. The three is up. The shot no good. Athens trails by 18. Hernan Gomez. The pass to Brown. Back to Hernan Gomez. 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Brown. Fires in the triple. Washington outside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Nunn. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Pokashevsky. Off the inbound pass. That shot, no good. Now Hernan Gomez to the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Brown. James is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Galethus in at the 2-guard. 3 on the clock. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Grant surveying the D. From downtown, it's Saban. Rebounded by Papagiannis. James right side. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Kicks it out to James. Fires the 3. Again, James missing. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Athens. Lucas. James defending. Inside. It's Saban. Got a piece of it. James outside. From outside the arc. Buries it from three-point range. James has got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Galethus. Pass to James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Grant outside. Now Hernan Gomez. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lucas.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Brown. Out to the right wing. Papagiannis passes to Brown. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
It's deflected. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Brown. Pass to James. There's the drive. Off on the layup.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Lucas passes to Yurtsevin. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. Here's Osman. Grant for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
They set the screen. The drive by James, and James throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Now, here's Grant. Here's Kalathis. Pass to Papagiannis. It's Korkmaz in the corner. For 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
There's Lucas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Papagiannis. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Grant kicks to Osman. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Off the inbound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Second team foul.
Free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. They're up by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
We've got Blossingame, Diallo out there with Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at the 1. Brown finds none. Off target from three-point range. And they're pushing it up. Here's a Kobo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Nunn. Covered by Motiejunas. Shoots the 3. Motiejunas grabs the miss. We're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's a Kobo. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Athens trails by 9. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. None against Diallo. And no good that time. Pass to Okobo. Lets the three fly. Trains the three-pointer. Okobo's got 5.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. None, that's good.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Basket counts. 10 points for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Three-pointer. Yunus grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's a Kobo. 10 points for him. Off target at the rim.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Now, here's Nunn. D right on him. Back to Brown. Clock at 4. Athens needs to get a shot off. Out of hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. Off target from outside. He's guarded by Diallo. Fires from deep. Athens with another miss. Nunn's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's a Kobo. Back to Diallo. Pass to Okobo. Just 5 to shoot. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there. And Athens decides to take their first time out here. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. It's Brown with the drive. Athens moving the ball around. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Okobo looking over the floor. Here's Wasengame. He's covered by Brown. Wasengame the pass to Diallo. Shot clock at 2. And the 3 ball is good. Diallo's got 5 points now in the quarter. Brown outside. To end the run. Hits it from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Up by 16. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you.
All right, now we've got some. And that concludes.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Galathis in at the two-guard spot. Off of Petro. It's deflected. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. And here's James outside. It's hauled in by Athens. It's stolen. And even 3-on-3 break. For the three. The three. The rebound by Grant.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
A three-pointer is right on target. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Grant against James. Over to the wing. Fires for three. James with another miss.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Puts up a deep three. Score the basket, his fifth of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Lucas. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 6.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
James kicks to Papagiannis. Pass to James. It's Brown on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. James misses.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Osman. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Away team ball.
On Wednesday and then on Sunday.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Pass to Galathis. Back to Korkmaz. Stolen by Grant. And now Athens on the break. Yurtsevin finds Hernan Gomez. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Papagiannis passes to Korkmaz. There's the pick. Galathis dishes to Brown. Here's Galathis. Here's Korkmaz. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's James. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Offense foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for the away team. James. One shot.
1:35 left in the third quarter. Here's Calathis. He's covered by Grant. James looking it over. Pass to Korkmaz. Just 4 to shoot. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Kicks it out to James. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the three ball. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Hernan Gomez against Brown. Grant the pass to Hernan Gomez. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. Athens with another miss.
Normally he drains that.
Pass to Calathis. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. James right side. Here's Korkmaz. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hernan Gomez. Drops in the layup for 2. Hernan Gomez has got his second bucket of the night.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 16. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Athens trails by 18. You've got Diallo. Corniche is out there with Blossingame, and it's Maniunas in at the center, filling out the middle. Athens moving the ball around. Nunn passes to Brown. Back to Nunn. Over Diallo. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Corniche, the pass to Okobo. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Diallo against Nunn. Count it.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Shooting 1.
And that free throw good from Nunn. Here's Okobo. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Okobo's got 19 points.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Screen by Diallo. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Brown. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Okobo. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Offensive rebound. Brown outside. Clock at 6. To stop the run. Nunn can't get it to fall.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
There's a screen by Modiunis. Here's a Kobo. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Corniche, the pass to a Kobo. Three-pointer. Some solid defense from Brown.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Nunn. Jacks up a three.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
Guys, they've been getting it done at both ends during this run.
Yeah, really tough to say where they've been better.
Diallo has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Brown right side. Here's Nunn. Out left to the wing. A three ball. Trains it from beyond the arc.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. .102 left in the game. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. Corniche with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Covered by Modiunis. Carries it from about 10 feet away.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for...
for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brown finds Jones. Three-pointer off the mark. Korkmaz on the wing, defended by Jones. Out to James. Into the lane. Jones grabs the board. Pass to Bonga. Six to shoot. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here is James. Back to Korkmaz. Here's Kalathis. Here he goes. And he makes it.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Outside Jones. Brown, a screen on James. Jones, the pass to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Korkmaz. James, outside. There's the three. And he's missed his first two shots of the game.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, Brown. Back to James. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Bonga. And that one is stuffed right through.
Incredible. I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Here's Korkmaz. And the three off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Really left him alone that time. Bonga's got 7 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Jones against James. High arcing shot, and he takes it up and lays it in. James has got his second bucket on the night.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, you can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
He buries it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Korkmaz, defended by Brown. James against Jones. Beyond the arc. And it's James with the three. James has got his third basket on the night right there.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Jones sinks that one from the post.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside, Brown. Out to James. Back to Brown. And it's rejected. Pass to Jones. Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. They lead by 7. And we'll get things started. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here's Matajunas. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Washington left side. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Corneli. Pass to Akobo. Here's Matajunas. Diallo outside. Puts up a 3. Can't hit that one.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Washington. That one goes in.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
With the drive to the left side wing. Picked by Pokashevsky. Inside. Shot left block. And that's good. Off the glass that time. Pokashevsky's got his first basket.
Poku really gliding out there as he got himself into great position.
Pass to Diallo. Here's Akobo. Back to Diallo. Launches it. From downtown. Unable to get that one.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Akobo. Diallo outside. Pass to Akobo. Clock at 6. Diallo outside. From behind the arc. The shot, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And there's a pick. To end the run. There's the steal. Pokashevsky in the high post. On the take. And that one's good. Pokashevsky's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Akobo. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
Can't give those openings defensively. he'll just keep exploiting them.
Washington outside. To the paint. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Corneli. Pokashevsky covering. 43 seconds left in the second period. For 3, Diallo. No luck on that one.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And Lundberg gets it to go.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Diallo outside. Pass to Akobo. Back to Diallo. Just 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass. Diallo's gotten his first basket of the night.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for 2, number 5. The play will be reviewed. We'll give them 2 minutes to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Korkmaz. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 14. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of them.
And let's turn our attention. And that'll do it for us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. James outside.
I see you.
To the middle. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Bonga. Buries it from 3. Bonga's got 10 points.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Back to Jones. It's deflected. Out on his own on the break for the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. It's Brown on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Screen by James. It's James on the wing. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. 10 points for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Jones misses.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Knocks it loose. Brown passes to Korkmaz. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And Brown with the stuff.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Jones. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Now, here is James. Pass to Brown. Here's Korkmaz. Takes the 3. Rejected by Brown. Down low. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Out to the right wing. Oh, it's stolen. It's stolen by James. Here's Korkmaz. No made baskets yet. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Jones feels it out. Here's Bonga, defended by Brown. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul, second team.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Your home team, Bonga.
Good on the second one. 1:27 left in the third. James passes to Korkmaz. Back to James.
Home team foul, Davies. First personal foul, first team foul.
A minute 9 left in the third quarter. Nails it from 3. He's got 5.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Jones from outside. Counted from distance.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here is James. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Lays it up and banks it in.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Brown, no good. Brown's gone 1 for 3 on the night. And he lays it up and in. Brown's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
When you keep your eyes up, good things tend to happen. Excellent pass ahead.
Home team foul, Jones. First personal foul, second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Brown, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 9 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul,
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And both free throws good for Brown. Poke loose and stolen by Jones. Picked it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 17. After a quick... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team. Substitution on the court.
Diallo outside. Six on the shot clock. Drops in the 3.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Here's Lundberg. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Here's Pokashevsky. Hits the trifecta.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
Diallo on the wing. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And the layup is good off the glass. Diallo's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Washington outside. Pass to Pokashevsky. Let's go with a 3. That one is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Diallo right side.
Full team foul. Lundberg. First personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Akobo, over Washington. To the left wing. Inside. Pokashevsky covering. Here's Corneli. 4 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3. And so they foul intentionally. And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, B.A., these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple of years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick, a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. These teams aren't going anywhere.
Akobo, no good.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better. he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Back to Diallo. And he drives in. And a strong finish with two hands.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Pokashevsky. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
Pass to Lundberg. Out to the wing. Pokashevsky in the post. Covered by Diallo. It's an even 3-on-3 break from outside the arc. Washington grabs the miss. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
No good on the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Akobo. He's guarded by Washington. Here's the three. That shot off. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Puts up a three. Knocks down the triple. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Here's Akobo. There's the triple. Fires away from way outside. Can't get it to fall. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. They've got Grant, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. There's a screen. Grant for 3. Drills it from outside.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hernan Gomez covering. 6 to shoot.
And guys, you think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Osman. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bunga. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Fires the 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Bunga's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Hernan Gomez finds Grant. The tray. It's hauled in by Brock.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
And the dunk by Brown. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him dropping a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Grant the pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Grant. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Athens shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
Hernan Gomez. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. It's picked off. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got 6 points.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Slukas passes to Hernan Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. And rebounded by Davies. Back to Brown. Pass to Davies. From deep. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Athens trails by 5. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Now Hernan Gomez. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Pass to Davies. Now here's Jones. Here's Davies. Over in the corner, Brown. 4 on the clock. Here's Bonga. Hernan Gomez covering. Bonga, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Connects from 3-point range.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides. See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Grant goes in, and the dunk by Grant. Stolen. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And the second quarter will get underway. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Hits the jumper in space.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And for Athens, pass to Lundberg from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And here is Athens now. Nunn looking around. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Brown outside. It's good from long range. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for Athens.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Lundberg shot's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Spins. Here's Brown. Tries to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. Stolen by Nunn. Stops. Pops. That doesn't go either for Brown. Brown's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. That's it. And the Athens lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Washington.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Nunn up top. Hasn't made one yet. Goes back up. Athens moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Athens needs to get a shot off. Here's the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Lundberg. Good on the triple. Lundberg's got 5 points so far.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's Brown on the wing. On the wing, Brown. To halt the run. That shot, no good.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now, here's Nunn. Guarded closely. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Pass to Lundberg. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Athens trails by 4. Here's Nunn. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Nunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Lundberg. Here's a look at the schedule for Athens. On Sunday, then on Sunday.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build them.
Now, here's Nunn. Defense is right there. 1:02 left in the first half. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Pass to Lundberg. Another shot. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup. Lundberg's got 8 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Now, here's Nunn. He's guarded closely. Out to the wing. Defended by Pokusevski. And here's Brown outside. The shot misses. And he drives in from deep Washington. The shot, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Brown, and it's Davies in its center. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. And the basket by Jones.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Tight defense on him. Pass to Grant. Hits the three-point bomb. Grant's got 10 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Davies. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Grant outside. Pass to Osman. Knocked loose. Grant outside. 5 on the clock. Can't hit from in close. To the paint.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Grant surveying the D. Good on the three-point shot. He has 5.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Here's Jones. He's covered by Grant. Here's Davies. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Grant. Basket good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Jones. Pass to Bonga. Here's Brown. Here's Bonga. Launches a 3. And it's Osman with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Grant outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
So the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Spun in there. Great move. Yurtseven's got his second bucket of the night.
God, he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Here's Bonga. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Grant. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now Athens with it. Here's Osman. Grant outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Jones drives in. Here's Bonga. He's got 7. Now Grant. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For the tie, he takes it up and lays it in. Grant's got it all tied up now for Athens.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the basket by Jones.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Jones has gone 6 of 8, so shooting well at 75% here. Spins. Here's Grant with the drive. The layup missed. Pass to Osman. Here's Lucas. Can't cash in from close range. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. They lead by a bucket. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at Athens. Nunn's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Davies. Defended by Nunn. Pass to Davies. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And here's Nunn. And he dumps it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And then Washington with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Nunn wide open. No good with the triple. Pass to Pakusevsky. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And he banks in the layup.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Lundberg. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now, here's Nunn. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Launches it. Pakusevsky grabs the miss.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Down low, cuts off the pass. And they're on the break for the finish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. On the wing run. It's stolen. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. get down the floor before the defense is set. Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
At the line for your home team, Wayne Washington Jr. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Back to Brown. Athens moving the ball around. Nunn can't get it to fall. Nunn's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Picked his pocket. Defended by Pokusevski. Brown outside. This one for 3. The shot will not fall.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
From past the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Defended by Pokusevski. Back to Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. Athens with another miss. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. And the starting group for Athens. We've got Jetty Osman, and it's Yurtseven in at the center position. Knocks it down from distance.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Check by James. Clock at 6. Driving inside. Got a hand on it. Here's Korkmaz. There's a screen. Kick out to Brown. Up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Yurtseven. Back to Osman. 4-3. Called in by Brown. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. James deciding where to go with it. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Outside, Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around. Performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Osman, looking to end the run. On target from range.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Kalathis. Out to James. Here's Kalathis. Screen by James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Pass to Korkmaz. James outside. There's a screen. Back to Korkmaz. Osman on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Osman's gone 2 of 3 shooting from distance here. James outside. Here's Korkmaz. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Athens trails by 4. Brown against Grant.
Home team foul. Brown. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the paint. Here's your 7. First shot won't go. Here's Kalathis. And the shot's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
From the arc. Korkmaz pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
James against Grant. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Back to Grant. From behind the arc. Hernan Gomez, no good. Brown looking around. Pass to Korkmaz. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Korkmaz has got 5.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And for Athens, on Tuesday, and then on Thursday,
it's no secret around the league that this team loves playing in their own building. They're loaded with home games over the next stretch, so this is a chance to win some ball games.
None with it. They set the pick. The layup misses.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better. Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Corneli, still without a bucket. Here's a Kobo. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Brown. The 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Launches a 3. He got a piece of it. For 3, Diallo. Offensive board. Here's Matajunas. Pass to Corneli. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Athens trails by 15. Outside none. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And there's the rejection. They get it back. Kalaitzakis misses.
Athens foul call. Number 30. First personal foul.
And Athens calls time here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Ali. Here's a Kobo. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Pass to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. 3-pointer. To the inside. Diallo outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Launches it. Connects from downtown. Diallo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And another miss by Athens. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's a Kobo. None defends. A Kobo, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And there's the screen. Over to the wing. Here's a Kobo. Corneli passes to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. Back to Diallo. Another shot. Pass to a Kobo. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown. Athens trails by 19. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
They still need this. The rebound by Corneli. Corneli's got 4 rebounds now. Here's a Kobo. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Now let's take a moment here. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's sit.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On offense, here is Athens. Pass to your 7. Check by James. He drops it from range.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And for Athens, we've got Omer your 7, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. He's covered by your 7. It's picked off. Here's the break, and he lobs it up. It's stolen by James. And they get it back. Back to Korkmaz. And he throws it down with one hand.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Hernan Gomez, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now, here is James. He has 6. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to James. And he banks in the layup. James has got 8 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Over to the left wing. And another miss by Athens.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. That one drops for him. 5 points in the game.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Korkmaz. 7 points in the game. James inside. Off target at the rim. Athens trails by 21. Here's Hernan Gomez. No good from outside. He's covered by your 7. Screen by James. It's James on the wing. Shot clock at 5. They get it again.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. He's scoreless. 3-pointer. That shot missing. Fast break. Here we go. He's covered by your 7. For 3, James gets the 3 to fall. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Kalathis. Kick out to Brown. From downtown. James outside. Again, the miss by James. Athens trails by 21. Uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game. Here's James. 11 points in the game. There's a screen. Korkmaz on the wing. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, you have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Osman passes to your 7. Back to Osman. That's tipped. Check by James. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Calathis. He's covered by Grant. Out to James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Hernan Gomez.
Substitution on the court.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Athens. Pass to Akobo. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's Brown. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Diallo outside. This one for 3. Pass to Akobo. Diallo outside. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Brown with some nice D.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Pass to Diallo. For 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shot.
Akobo gets the bucket.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Diallo against Brown. Outside Nunn. The shake. It's tipped. Pass to Diallo. The 3 is up. No luck on that one.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Going inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And here they come. Here's Kalaitzakis. On target from range. Kalaitzakis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Kalaitzakis has gone 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Diallo a screen on Nunn. Diallo on the wing. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Akobo. Nunn defends. Diallo, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
To the right side, pass to none. Here's Kaladzikis. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-pointer. 52 seconds left in the game. Diallo outside. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Kaladzikis. The rebound by Diallo.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They set the pick. Puts up a deep three. He can't get that one to fall. Lets it fly. And he hits the jumper for two.
Assist from number 26.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land. Pass to Akobo. Now here's Diallo. Rejected by Brown. And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bonga, the pass to Davies. Just 5 on the clock. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. On the wing, James. Defended by Jones. Here's Korkmaz. Brown with the screen on Jones. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Brown finds Jones. To the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Korkmaz. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Davies. Driving the lane, lays it up off the glass.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
James against Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for James.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Jones kicks to Davies. To the middle. Here's Brown. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. On the wing, James. There's the triple. Drops in the tray. James has got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good.
Brian at the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Outside, Jones. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. One-on-one here. With the teardrop and the layup good by Brown.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Davies with the bucket. Davies has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Jones against James.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
James outside. Cloak loose. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And that one falls for Jones. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bonga. Right wing. Here's Korkmaz. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Kalathis. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 11.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Davies misses. James with it. He's got 11. Pass to Korkmaz. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Hits it from three-point range.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Substitution on the court.
There's the steal. No good that time. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. They're up by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And here they come. And here's Washington outside. It's hauled in by Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Out to the right wing. Here's a Kobo. And it's off from three-point range. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's a smart pass by Alexei Pokashevsky. This guy handing it off to a ready shooter. Nicely done.
Unis sets a screen for Diallo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Pokusevski. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokashevsky, a big who can shoot it.
Diallo the pass to Okobo. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Lundberg. And the layup is good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's Wasengame. Scoreless thus far. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Takes it inside. Washington, that's good.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Okobo looking over the floor. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the wing jumper offline. Here's Lundberg. Pass to Pokusevski. Sinks the triple. Pokusevski's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Pokashevsky's shot ready on the catch. His mechanics are really solid.
There's a good screen. Here's Diallo. Misses the three.
just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Lundberg gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lundberg's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Okobo. He's covered by Washington. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is good. 1:12 left here in the second. Fires from deep. The rebound by Okobo.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Diallo. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter, and the shot goes down.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Diallo. To the wing right side. Here's Okobo. Good on the triple. Okobo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
That is more than enough of us. Let's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at James, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the center. They've got Jones. And it's Brown in at the 3. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Korkmaz. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. And Jones pulls it down. And here's the fast break. And that one drops for him. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The shot, no good. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. James with it. Jones covering. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Korkmaz has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Davies. Going inside, and that one is hammered home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Brown. Here's Calathis. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's James. And a missed layup.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The three-pointer, no good. A tight game here in Los Angeles. Here's Calathis. Brown outside. James outside. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And both free throws good for James. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Brown. From outside, off the mark. To the right side. It's stolen by Brown. Here we go, all alone. Oh!
My goodness.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Calathis passes to James. Out to the right wing for the tie. Calathis, no luck. Fast break, here they come. Brown wide open, he fires. Right on the bucket.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
1:12 left here in the third quarter. Outside, James. Korkmaz kicks to James. Pass to Papagiannis. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Up top, Brown. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Here's Bonga. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bonga's got 4 points in the quarter.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Davies, rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. James, right side. Here's Korkmaz, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Korkmaz has got 9 points. Here's Bonga. Shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. They're up by 6. And after a quick break, now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Diallo, passing game out there with Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at the 1. And there's the drive. A slam dunk by Diallo.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Pass to Washington. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
You know, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, I listened in on Phil Jackson's huddle. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Blasingame, the pass to Diallo. Takes it off the glass. Diallo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Pokusevski. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, sometimes when you're 7 foot tall, folks, dunking is easy. Mr. Pokusevski in prime position.
And here's Diallo. Pass to Okobo. Releases. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Washington finds Pokusevski. Pass to Lundberg. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Cornish. Six to shoot. Here's Okobo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. He's guarded by Diallo. Pass to Washington. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. Washington's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. He takes it in, and it's blocked. And they're moving it up. 3-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Okobo's gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Pass to Pokusevski. And here is Washington. Inside, it's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mona Eunice.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Washington. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 4. Pass to Lundberg for the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Okobo, the pass to James. Puts up a 3, bangs home the trifecta. James has got 19 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
Back to Korkmaz. The 3 ball. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Driving to the basket. Pass to Diallo. It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Lundberg. Now Pokusevski.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Here's James. Pass to Papagiannis. Now here's Diallo. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the floater. Got a piece of it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Ntilikina looking it over. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Goes up off the inbound, and it's over. It came down to this one play, and the defense held its ground. What a play! And so the road team gets the W in this one.